Okay, so anyway, we're going to go all the way across here, and there's giants that will raise all along the way. If you stick to the right-hand side, you can just bypass every single one of them, make it the full distance. I don't want to do that. On my first go through, I want to fight each one of them successively. And so in order to do that, I do not want to have a lot of runes on me. So let's open up the map, go to my favorite grind area, and I will put you on pause while I grind up the remaining loot needed. Okay, welcome back, guys. I took one sweep of the giant field, and I got what I needed. I'm going to continue to pump vigor. Now that's 24 into vigor, putting us at 769 health points, and 24 into faith. At this point in time, I'm a little uncertain as to whether or not I should keep pumping vigor or start putting more points into faith, and I will probably peruse. I'm going to take a look maybe at, I'm going to try and find 3 faith guides that will talk about this area, because most faith guides seem to talk about equipment, and I want to know about stat allocation. So I'll try to find 3, and then hopefully I'll get a consensus out of that as to what I should be doing. But for right now, we will hit confirm. And from here, we will go back over here to Limgrave Tower Bridge. So again, I want to remind everybody that Fighting Cowboy did demonstrate that you can run along the outside right border of this bridge, and it's a straight shot. You can just run by everything. But this is my first time doing this, so I would like to see if I can make it to the end of the bridge just with the health potions I have and defeating every one of these giants. See, there's one. What are you? Okay, there's another one out there. Ooh, did I roll through it? Yeah, I rolled through the first one. Oh boy, man, I got hammered by his... Oh wow, there's an archer out there. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's impressive. Oh, darn it, that didn't do anything. Okay, his axe actually destroyed him. Or something did. Okay. Oh, roll. That was not a roll. Oh my gosh. Oh, is he gonna kill me? I thought I had him. That guy has a sliver of health left. Okay, that arrow took him down. Oh, I didn't roll through that. Oh, I can't mount up. Line of sight them, hopefully. I live. I live. I rolled through that. Finally got something to hook. Okay, that was satisfying for me. My guy felt strong. No, that was enjoyable. The fact that they're the fire type giants and it's dusk out here, everything looked really cool. You got these fires here going. How big and grand everything is, the scale. I just really that was thoroughly enjoying. It's good entertainment. All right, now this is going to be a portal that shoots us across the gap, I believe. I guess I'll pop a health potion because I don't remember what's on the other side. I didn't look at Cowboy's guide again. Kind of went off of memory. All right. So this should be the other side. Divine Tower of Limgrave. And apparently this is where we come every time we destroy a demigod and take their great rune. What's a drop-off like? Gosh, infinity. Got some very cosmic looking stuff. It's like this area is sort of almost a window into another dimension or something. Look at this stuff. Kind of just flat disappeared. Yeah, these things here dripping from the ceiling. It's weird, they just disappear. There's one on the left. Uh-oh. Is that what I wanted to happen? It's a long ways up. Okay. We got a grace site. Go ahead and grab that. Yeah. Get my cables separated here, guys. Okay. Wow, that's an impressive view. That's that Khalid area, isn't it? Maybe that's the tip that it wants you to go, like the little piece of information that it's saying you should go there next. But I thought Liurnia of the whatever is the next place. I don't know. We'll find out. That's a cool view. That's probably Limgrave right there, huh? Yeah, I think that's Castle Morn off in the distance. Or maybe the starter area. Where Vare or Vera greets you whenever you come out. Oh, is this guy gonna come alive? So I've seen enough videos to understand. I've watched a lot of lore videos, but that stuff never stays in my head. But I know enough to know that giants play a big role in what happened here. And you can see that this is a felled giant. It's only part of them. Obviously, these are legs. This is not a tree, right? This is petrified rock, I would think. It looks a lot like a tree, though. I don't know. It's not a tree sentinel. Gosh, I would have guessed that to be a giant, except it looks a lot like a tree. So, probably some mysteries there to unlock. It's the Erd tree, of course. Store the power of the Great Rune. Godric's Great Rune. Right, so I've gained that. I've killed Godric. I've killed his lion. I killed the pit boss. I guess let me alt-tab and bring my graphic back up. Because I think Round Table Hold is all I have left. Did I get the stone sword key? Yes, I did. Did I lure the giant over? Yes, I did. Did I kill the lion boss? Yes, I did. Did I kill the pit boss? Yes, I did. Have I completed the Great Rune Portal? Yes, I have. Okay, right here, I'm going to place you on pause. I'm just going to take a look at Cowboy's Guide, make sure I'm not missing anything before I head off to Round Table Hold or whatever, Round Tree Table or whatever it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, pausing you right now. Okay, there's a lot going on. We need to go to Round Table Hold now. And I've made it through part of his video on doing that, but I can tell that there's enough things to do that I don't want to watch all of what he has to say and then go and try and get that myself in one shot. I want to take it a bit at a time. The first thing I'm going to do then is find where I came in. Right here, guess. Take a look at the view. That's pretty cool. Being able to survey all of the land. This is how castles were built back in the day too. They would be given the preeminent point of altitude in the surrounding area so that they could look out over everything. Gave them a dominant view of the battlefield, I guess. All right. Well, what we're going to do is go to here. I'm sure this is nothing, but it will bother me until I try it. I want to walk up to those doors and see if those things open up. Talk to this guy.
Now, I suppose I'm free. I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I, mate?
Hopefully, don't turn into a nightmare. Holy smokes, it does open. See, he doesn't cover this in his guide. Or maybe it's in future videos, but not the ones I was watching. So I don't know what's going on here. That's the throne. Okay. Well, we have stuff to explore. Oh, there's 2 passages to the left and right. Let's begin with the left. From the throne's perspective, it's the right. We are going to run into those little stone guys, aren't we? I have 4,000 runes on me. This is a crypt, a mausoleum. Ancestral bones are stored in this area. Oh, how appropriate is that? We're coming up on Halloween. Told you guys, I kind of like this stuff. I don't know why. I explained it in my video. I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm not a big spooky guy. But there's something... I can't adequately describe it myself. There's something kind of... I think it's the tradition of it all. It feels right to be having little spooky things like this happen at this point in time. All right, take the plunge. I see that there's a ladder here. Oh, this is probably how you go to the next zone. Whoa. Okay. Other surprises in here? Maiden, dear maiden, where are you? Please take my grapes. Talking about shinobi grapes, I think they're called. Please take my grapes. That's going to be interesting to find out what that story's all about. Shabriri grape. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of poke my head out here, but I don't want to go too far. Unless except it's very tempting to find out if there's a nearby grace site. I feel like I just walked through the wardrobe, the back of the wardrobe in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Get here, Crystal Bud. Ah, yeah, there's a grace site right there. Oh, and a dude to talk to also. Is that Vare? No, that's the chick that collects the grapes.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi.
My name is Hayata.
Hayat.
And I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
How long have you been doing this? I'm not going to give her the grape yet because I want to come back here whenever I'm ready to start this zone. And I'll start it off by giving her the grape. So I'm not even going to continue dialogue because I don't want to uncover anything else. All right, so we're going to go back into here and explore the other side, which I suspect actually kind of wraps around and we'll end up running into this. Like they connect somehow, these passages do. I don't know if that's the case or not. I didn't really see any evidence of that. I just sort of think that that's what's going on. I was wrong. There ain't nothing in here. Okay. All right, now from here then, we're going to go ahead and travel directly to Round Table Hold. And we have quite a lot to do here. We can select Great Runes. With the Great Rune menu, you can equip Great Runes that have had their power restored. You can use a Rune Arc to give even greater benefits to your equipped Great Runes. Okay, I don't believe I have a Rune Arc yet. Item effect raises all attributes. So we've equipped it into the round table, but without the arc, the Rune Arc, then I can't really actually activate it for myself, I don't believe. We will find those in the future, is what I gather from listening to Fightin' Cowboy. Now, because we have beaten Godric, this is now open. And we can listen. This is the Two Fingers. So she has some dialogue to listen to.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave Tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
See, that's really neat to me. That's actually making me want to go with that original plan I had, where we were like a fallen, disgraced knight of the Golden Order, kind of like Mormont from Game of Thrones, where you have honor within you. There's just circumstances occurred and you made a bad decision at a crucial moment and you were banished for it, you know. But this is like our redemption arc. This is our chance to travel the path of grace and become the hero. But if I go that route, what that makes me want to do is a strength faith build. I want to use the Great Shield. I want to get the Great Shield of the Erd Tree. Eventually, I want to use Erd Tree spells if I can. You know, that kind of a thing. It's a role-playing thing where I understand that the dragon spells are the best ones, but we would be role-playing as a knight of the Golden Order. And I don't have another story built up that's any better than that in my mind, you know? So anyway.
Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Erd Tree upon their end into remembrances.
Oh, we have one of those.
Valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
Well, let's ask about Great Runes first.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika, she who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord. And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood
Good grief.
sorely diluted.
He was the runt? Well, that's not intimidating or anything. All right, so for me, the best way to understand what's happening here is to draw a parallel. And the thing that occurred to me is that the two fingers are kind of like the Catholic Church in medieval times. They're sort of like the clergy. So they're dealing in realms that are outside their jurisdiction. But at the same time, because they work in the realm of the divine and they've seen that the forces that are supposed to have jurisdiction over this can't come to an answer, they now supersede and claim authority, but they do it in the shadows. They do it in the background. And that's what happened here, is that the two fingers went and raised up a Tarnished. several tarnished, really, because the girl that helped us kill Godric is also tarnished, right? So I hope that that's making sense to everybody, because that helps me understand what's happening here, is that Marika's children duked it out with each other and nobody could successfully take the throne. The Erd tree is weakened. You have ghosts and ghouls and foul spirits and demons leaking through from the dimensions of whatever their hell is, and they are running amok. They walk the earth, and this cannot be allowed to happen. Civilization has completely imploded. Everybody lives in fear, and the Two Fingers have decided, if you guys can't get it done, we will find somebody who can. And on their own initiative and in secret, very quietly, they extended grace to these tarnished and raised certain tarnished from the dead to see if one of them can maybe pull everything together and go on this sort of holy grail quest. You know, that's what I'm understanding here. This is really neat. With the power of remembrance menu, you can draw out the power of a remembrance's namesake. Each remembrance can provide one power. Once that power is claimed, the remembrance will be lost. And additionally, you can also convert these into runes if you don't want any of the weapons offered. But I am going to pick a weapon. This is the one that I'm going to take, because I would prefer. Fighting Cowboy says this one's really not all that impressive. Guard boost of 42. But he thought this was pretty neat. It doesn't really fit with the build that I'm doing right now, but we can always respec, and I don't know if I'm going to do a new game plus or anything like that. So I want to have this in my inventory. So if I select power to draw from remembrance, spend remembrance and 2,000 runes to receive grafted dragon. Okay. Done.
Now go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
I have something to give this guy. I don't remember what it is.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Let's give a prayer book. Give the Godskin prayer book.
That is a work of heresy. Its incantations bear no lineage from the Erd tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
Okay, so by doing that, it gives us access to these black flame options. I can't afford either one. And again, Fighting Cowboy says he's not too impressed. Catch flame and flame sling. Maybe I want those. Even though I'm not going down fire, I'm more of a holy. Cure poison might be a good one to have. Ejection produces a shockwave that pushes away foes. Magic fortification increases magic damage negation. Flame fortification. See, those are more paladin type, which is how I'm sort of envisioning our guy. I'm really kind of leaning towards strength, fellas. I just think that that's a good story.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Okay, we will speak with D.
Ah, hello. You've been busy weeding Deathroot, I take it. I thank you, as your brother in arms. So what can I do for you?
I didn't realize D also offered incantations. Litany of Proper Death creates image of order to deal holy damage. Now the only thing, and this really sucks for me, I'm wanting to do this holy order, golden order kind of build, right? But I have learned, or I've heard, that holy is one of the weakest things you can do. The bosses are immune against it later on into the game, and it really kind of destroys this concept really bad. I wish they hadn't done that. They need to balance that out so that you don't have a whole school of abilities that everybody's like, no, that's trash. So I might be stubborn about it and just run with it anyway, but maybe we can find some way to incorporate fire, which is supposed to be really good, given that we did fall from grace. And I think I even worked that into my beginning Chronicle idea, that our guy was raised from the dead and he gained some fire affinity. Yeah, I think I did say that because I had the idea of going with the blasphemous blade, so we might be able to do that. Order's blade, incantation, enchants right hand armament with holy damage. So these seem pretty decent. I hate clutter, so I kind of want to do some research and find out what spells I should be arming up with. But that's good to know. Then we have this guy here.
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman named Lanya. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like this. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
Now, if we were to take him at face value, that's a neat sounding story to me. He, nobility don't normally mix with servants. So you can imagine that perhaps these two have quite the story growing up. Maybe they had a secret love affair. Maybe they're just loyal companions and friends to each other. But it certainly seems like they got into and out of trouble together, or maybe she helped save him from something. He seems very loyal to her, but that's if you take it at face value. Unfortunately, the world that we live in, it also creeps into my mind that this is just simply his story to kind of church it up, so to speak, and that's what's really going on here is he is stalking her. And that makes me really frustrated about the world that we live in, that's prevalent enough that that's actually the first thing that comes to mind for me. I'm not a suspicious type, so it's just really indicative of how slimy this earth is. But if we take his story at face value, that's a potentially really neat storyline. So I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm kind of prepared for everything. All right. I did get some class 2 smithing runes, so perhaps we can upgrade.
Look at you.
The winged
Those
scythe.
eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled his mark. Find them well. Now lay out your arms.
He's perceptive, huh? Okay, strengthen armament. And I actually need a class 3. Okay, here's our sacred Uchigatana. If I equip that, I talk.
Ready, no matter.
And it requires class 2, so we're at a +5 right now. No, we're at a +4. We would be moving to +5. Get to rank 6. Oh, more. There we go. That's as far as we can go. So we're at rank 7 right now, I think. It does 119 holy and physical. Here we're looking at 134 in holy and 112 in physical. So the Uchigatana might be better right now. Let's go talk to Fia. Is she down here? Here, I guess. Oh, there she is. Okay, no further dialogue. So that's good. That means that we're up to speed with her. Oh yeah, this is where we can change. Let's try this for now. Would I do that or this? Like that. think it looks good with that hairstyle too, so I'll just keep that hairstyle the same. But I do know we want to come over here and we want to talk with her.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the Round Table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormhill.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You defeated him. You should have it. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
You were a big help. Arsenal charm, thank you.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there.
Your foster father's Gideon.
I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
She gave us this. Raises maximum equipment load. So we would go from 64.1 to 73.7. So I don't think I need to use it right now, but it's handy. It's a handy item to have.
You've received the wisdom of the Two Fingers, have you not?
I have,
then,
sir.
just as promised, I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table.
Dang, that's a big
I am
move.
known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
Okay, so Gideon has designs on wanting to become the Elder Lord. He's trying to gain all the knowledge that he can.
You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you? So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power. His castle lies upon the cliff to Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already.
So we're going to go through all of these so that we can get the lore uncovered. I've never done this before, so it's my first time.
General Radahn, the famed Red Lion and Scourge of the Stars, is a ferocious warrior. He fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy, but Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg that was Radagon's gift to her. I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes. So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
All right, that's cool. I might have to come back and listen to those again in the future. So, if I'm lucky... Yes. There he is. This is Rajier.
Ah, we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
God, this dude's got flies all around him, and we know he died, so...
The misshapen corpse under Stormveil. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known.
Oh, he was part of it.
During the golden age of the Erdtree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
Maybe... I thought it was his corpse that we were talking about. Look, he's got roots coming out of the blanket there. Okay, well, I'm sure that I'll understand more as this guy... as things move forward.
Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
Okay.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormveil, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Rajier's rapier, +8. Wow.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore.
Okay, there's nothing here that I want. Usable on swords. Grants affinities and skills to an armed. Okay.
Oh, still need something?
Just want to make sure all the dialogue options are exhausted, and they are. So we will leap down here. Oh, that's a lot of bleed. Oof. Oh, wow, that's a nice little kill shot there. So he has 3 with the Reaper, followed by a little twirlette kind of thing. That's pretty nasty. Okay. He doesn't like me to be at range. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh no! Ouch. Oh no. Okay. Oh, he took a health potion. That's what it was. Okay, health potion for me too. Oh, aren't you lucky? No! Okay, back off, back off, back off. Took me a while to get that last hit. My goodness. Taunter's tongue, Mad Tongue Ubric has died. I believe there's a room I can go into over here. Opens up after, like, that's not open till you defeat him. Okay. Nothing hidden in here. I didn't expect that there would be. Again, I've heard that that's a thing in Dark Souls, but not in this game. But sometimes I just want to double check. A little worse for wear. Cipher Pata. Now that's a good faith weapon, but it's faith only. It doesn't have any physical damage, and that causes it to lag behind. There it is. It requires 30 faith. It has C scaling. I believe that'll go up to A and maybe even S if you improve it. But it will do absolutely no physical damage. It is unblockable though. So, got that. Now, I think actually, I said this was going to be the last thing, but I think I want to go unlock that stone sword room, which was where? It was downstairs, I think.
Your divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long, a god is not easily felled. But one day, without fail, you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika.
Oh, sounds like he might have killed a god, too. Got anything else to say, bud? And he's praying, okay?
Huh. You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms. Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine, and mine alone.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too.
Sorry, bud. I mean, what you do in public is what you... It becomes public.
I spoke with the girl. She has a gift for spirit tuning, so I told her everything I know. I'm indebted to a spirit tuner I met long ago. It was all I could do to honor her. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Sounds like there might be a story behind that. Assassin's Prayer Book. Do we take that to the cleric? Prophet.
Ah, you appear to be doing well then. That is a work of heresy. Its
Another one?
incantations bear no lineage from the Erd Tree. Very well. I'll take it off your hands.
Alright.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Aye, indeed. Well, what I need to do is travel to a grace site. I suppose I will just go right up to go here. And guy's gone. Find yourself maidenless, off to Liurnia with you then. Seek the Rose Church, west of the gate town. Bravo. The Rose Church, west of the gate town in Liurnia. So, there's our massive, massive clue. We're supposed to go to Liurnia next, which is where the Shabriri Grape Girl is. Activate. Okay, I've opened this area, but I don't think I've gone as far as I can, because I saw some stuff that Cowboy was doing that, like, that place goes a lot further down. So to end this Chronicle, because this is part of Limgrave, I think I want to give this a shot.